Hey everyone, it's your tea teacher, and today, or should I say this afternoon, but others some this morning, we have the most famous Miss Dominique up on the Tea Teacher podcast YouTube channel. Y'all, let's give a round of applause. How are you doing this evening?
I'm good. How are you?
I am fabulous to have you on here. So tell us a little bit about your outfit that you got going on here tonight.
Well, this outfit actually bought like this time like last year in Vegas, and I wore it to like take photos in, but never really wore it out. And when I saw it in my closet, I was like, I'm gonna put that on. That's kind of how that came about. So I was actually trying to figure out what to wear, and well, let me put this on.
Well, let me tell you, you're really rocking the silver this evening with the little black accent that comes through. Yes, you are with the little, Mary Wilson / Diana Ross wig. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So let's get started. I want to say, y'all, if y'all have not checked Dominique out on her Instagram channel, go check her out. She did a show. She had 3 different outfits, y'all. Now, I know the color outfits is, and she does too, but do y'all know? If y'all don't, y'all have not watched the show. That's a shame on you, okay? But one of them was black with a little furry shimmer. One was a red and one was gold. Let me tell you, she rocked them all. Yes, she did. She did her job. And I like to say, you did a wonderful and amazing job on your, is it this your first time or your second time?
First time in front of like a packed house, the second time performing, yes.
Well, you did it. You really couldn't tell that you was even really nervous at all.
I made myself sick it was a Saturday. And I woke up and like as soon as I woke up, I was sick. And I'm like, my cousin was like, are you ready? And I was like, I'm probably not gonna do it. I'm probably gonna just tell them like, I can't make it. And I actually got up and my kind of like outlet is driving and listening to music. So I got up and I started just driving around DoorDash, making probably a little bit of money while I'm doing it. And I was like, okay, as I figured out what songs I was sure I was going to do, and got my head together, I was like, okay, I'm okay. I can do this.
You can do it.
And then I got into the bathroom, started doing my makeup. And then as soon as I put as soon as I put my lashes on, I was like, yeah, I'm ready.
You knew it then. You was just ready to go.
Mary Wilson always said, you're not a Supreme without your eyelashes on.
That's right. Now you got to rock the eyelashes.
You can't be Dominique Supreme without your eyelashes.
Let me tell you, y'all, she was strutting. Nicholas Style by Styles was strutting his way with them heels.
And I honestly cannot walk in heels. So I have multiple heels. I'm gonna show you. I have
okay.
These are the ones I planned on wearing. And these are the ones I ended up wearing. Which I mean really aren't,
they're not bad at all.
They're not too different, but I had heels to match the dress that I had. And when I put those silver ones on, I thought I was gonna fall over.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So I'm gonna go with the safe route and Lord, this hair. I'm gonna go with the safe route and call it a day.
Hey,
but
as Tina Turner says, if you don't got no bobby pins, you can't wear no wig.
And you know what? I've teased it. Like I told you before we started recording, I've been teasing this wig for a week, and it was fine. It was fine until I, put it on. And then it was like, I'm not going to function today.
So what came about you doing the show? And what made you choose the different outfits that you chose and you wore?
I knew, it really wasn't planned. I was actually looking I know I was coming to going to Vegas.
Mhm.
So I had asked the owner of the club, I said, the GM, if I could get on an amateur night. And he was like, well, I can get you on an amateur night, but if you want, I can book you to perform. I said, well, I'm not gonna, do a free night and I can get paid. So I was like, well,
get my money.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So when I realized what day it was February 6th. I was like, oh, and which would have been the last day, technically, which would have been the last day me and Mary Wilson spent together before she died. And, following that would have been March 8th, which is the day she died. I was like, well, let me figure out, how I can pay homage to her. Everyone really knows her, at least fan-wise, knows her for her red Motown 25 dress.
Most definitely.
So I couldn't find a red fringe dress online. So I found that one. That's close enough. Yeah. So that's how I got the red dress. I knew I wanted to pay homage to her, so I bought that red dress. And that is, the base of it is like velvet, and it's beaded with sequins on top of it. And then I bought a blue one, but I didn't wear that blue one that night. No. And then the black dress, I just threw that together. I already had the boa from Halloween. And I wrapped the feather boa around the top of the dress. And I had another one, so I put it in my hair. And that's how that came about. And then the second look, the gold tiger dress, I have from my boutique. So I put that on to promote my boutique.
Well, I tell you, you really did. I really liked all the outfits. If I had one to choose, it would have been the gold one. I was like, that shows the curve, but it also showed that you were just being you. You wasn't being no one else. Like, you said, paying tribute to Mary Wilson, may she rest in peace. But you were just being you. And let me tell you, you did a good job. I really liked how you came out, and you wasn't shy. You wasn't nervous. You couldn't, if you was, you couldn't tell.
By the time the last song I did, I was actually, the drinks had kicked in by then. And because they were like, well, all the queens get free drinks for performing. And I was like, oh, so they gave me drink tickets, and I wasn't about to let them go to waste. So I said, well,
I'm ready.
I knew it would help me loosen up too. So I was like, well, get me this, and after I do another song, there'll be another drink waiting for me. So I drink that one, get dressed, get ready to do the next song. And so by then they had all kicked in. So I wasn't expecting. Well, they had said to me about doing a third song, and I said, I really don't, have a third song. So I mean, I don't need to do one. And when it came time to go over the list for the third numbers, I'm like, I'm okay. I don't think I'm gonna do a third song. And the host that night looked at me like, yeah, we're not bringing this bitch back. I said, okay, well, because you could tell by the face, especially when I said,
you want me to do a third one, I'll go ahead.
Yeah, she was like, you're not coming back. So I said, okay, I'll do a third one. And he was like, well, they were like, you gotta do an upbeat song. And I'm like, I don't know, what to do. What would be crowd pleasing, I should say. That's kind of what was struggling with all day was, doing the right songs that people could engage with. And I'm like, I don't know what songs to do. And they're like, well, who's your favorite artist? I said, Diana Ross. So they were going over Diana Ross songs that I could do. And I was like, well, what about Take Me Higher? And they're like, okay, you could do that one. So that's how that came about. And like I said, by then, because that was the outfit I was supposed to wear, just to walk around with. I wasn't planning on performing in that outfit.
Oh.
So I had already got dressed and packed my bag up to leave.
Yeah. Wow.
Not
Okay. So she's like,
doing
hey,
it.
she looked at her like, she's not coming back here.
So I was like, you know what? Let me get out there. And like I said, the nervousness had went away. The
And the
drinking
drinks
kicked
that
in,
kicked
and
in.
I was like, I definitely want to do it. I can't wait, to do this again. I actually want to come back the next night and do it the next night. That's how excited I was after doing it, which made me realize. You ever hear how celebrity or singers say, when they're in front of people on stage, they feel like a whole other person?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt.
Oh, okay.
I felt as if, I guess you say, maybe Dominique was a real person.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like just a whole nother person.
Well,
And
and then that's a good thing to me. You took Nicholas out and you let her come out and you let her perform. You let her show what she had, talent that she had. And like you said, after the second song, you're like, okay, I'm through. But when you saw that look on her face, like, you was like, oh, okay, yeah, I can do a third one. But by then, the alcohol had took your nerves away. So you wasn't really as nervous no more as you was on the first song.
No.
Yeah. And that's in front of anybody. Like, okay, so I taught and I took speech class in college, but you put me in a room full of like really, really crowded. And I'm just like, I'm quiet. Now, if it's somebody I know that I can just like visualize or look directly at you but not looking after the whole crowd, I'm good. But if there's no one in there that I don't know, I ain't gonna say nothing to you.
Yeah. And that's kind of how it was too. I was so nervous, like I'm gonna be able to see everybody looking at me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gonna be looking at me. Well, once I got out there and realized the light was so bright, I honestly couldn't even see what was happening in front of me where I was walking. So I kind of was walking on faith that I wouldn't run into anybody or trip because I couldn't see anything.
Oh, wow. And that was the next question I was going to ask you too, being on stage, how Mary Wilson's like the Supremes and the Temptations and Ike and Tina Turner, when you are on stage, are you able to see out there? And you just answered my question, because I was wondering, like, wow, when they be performing and moving, are they able to see everybody out there? Or is it too bright to see where you're going? And is it hot on stage? Because I see people be
Actually,
sweating.
It wasn't hot.
Really?
And now some of the other queens were sweating, but they were also doing like dances.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't hot. I also think, but that also determines if the venue or whatever has AC.
That's true too.
Well, if the venue doesn't have AC or good circulation system or whatever, it probably would get hot. But it wasn't hot. And like I will say, I could see people once I got like closer to them. Once I got closer to them, I could see who I was, looking at, or who had money handing me out. But if I wasn't close to them, I couldn't see. Which I also kind of felt bad, because there was a few people who were like, I'm trying to give you this dollar or give you this, and you didn't come to me. And I was like, well, I honestly couldn't see it.
And that's people might think, oh, that she's trying to ignore me, but really you're not really being able to see until you get there, and then everybody's crowding you and everything. And so that's if it's not big enough, like I said, with AC, then you sweat. But if not, you're okay. Now another question is, and you don't have to say the prices of how much or how low, but is it a pretty good tip that people pay, like they hand out when you perform and you come around to them? Is it a pretty big one, or is it like a average, or?
It depends on the night. It's like kind of like I would hate to compare it to this, but it is true. It's kind of like working in a strip club. It depends on the night and who the tipper is. If they're wanting to impress you, they're going to tip really big. If they want, or if you impress them, they're going to tip you really big.
Yeah.
So I would say I've made $100.
Oh, that's not bad.
And that was all ones. That was just all ones.
Oh, wow. All ones?
So imagine having to take that to the bank.
You're right. Like, now look, you brought this to me. But in a bigger venue, it will be more, because I guess there's more people being there and everything.
Yeah, and so it depends on who's there, how many people are there. If there's a lot of people in the audience, then your tips are going to be bigger.
Yeah.
You're going to get more, which is why they also, like, certain clubs or venues want you to promote. Yes. Because it not only benefits them, but it benefits you also. If you're telling like people like, oh, come out, come see me, I'm performing, it helps you also.
Yeah. Now, are you going to continue? Are we going to see some more videos of you out there performing? And if so, what's the look going to be the next time you do it?
Well, I do have a show the first Monday in April. I can't think of the date offhand, but the first Monday in April, here in Ohio, which probably will be my last show in Ohio. I am moving back to Vegas.
Oh.
And that's I'm trying to get that look and everything together for that. That's a hip hop night. Okay. So I have to perform a hip hop song and figure out how to do that. And then from there, I will be doing. So once I get situated in Vegas, I will be back to the club I performed at in Vegas, doing. Well, I discussed with the owner if I could do more than just one night. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So pretty much, I probably do like a Saturday and like a Thursday or something like that.
Oh, well, that's
every week.
Every week, but that's sweet. So in this hip hop theme, what kind of hip hop are you talking about? Like the hip hop, like the 90s hip hop, the 80s hip hop, or the 2000 hip hop?
Like today's music, like So it'd have to be like I want to say like whatever's on the top 40 right now. So if it's hip hop or whatever's like current, I guess you could say.
Oh, okay. Well, I would like to see that, because normally we just used to seeing you in the long gowns, but now you do have some stuff that I have seen. Y'all, if y'all have not seen this Instagram, you need to go look at his pictures, because I think the first outfit that I seen you in was the see-through black sheer pantsuit. It was on one of your pictures, and y'all gotta go check that out. But that was the first outfit that I had ever seen, and it was nice because the way it was made. It didn't look heavy, but it didn't look thin. It looked like it just flowed.
It did. Honestly, it was really comfortable. I actually that outfit was old, and I actually just recently threw it away because I had snagged it and it ripped.
Oh. Yeah.
But that was actually from Amazon. I think I paid like $20 for it on Amazon.
Oh, okay. Well, that's neat though. Also, what other kind of, I know we had talked before that I know about, I think it was your grandmother had left. You had some dresses from her.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't have those dresses anymore. Okay,
so please tell us what happened to those dresses.
Maybe you know better than I do, because I don't. I get back to all I can say is I got back to Ohio and they were gone. Nobody knew where they were at.
Are you serious? Mm-hmm. And those were some beautiful dresses.
Nobody knew. Nobody to this day. No one can give me an answer on what happened to those dresses. And those weren't just her dresses that were in there. Those are that I had also had purchased throughout the. I knew eventually I'd be on stage, so I had been buying, dresses, maybe like every other month or whatever. I'd go, and most of them were vintage. And I'd go and buy different dresses or whatever, just to build my collection up, so that I knew once I got on stage or started performing, I was ready. I had shoes and wigs and everything like that. Everything's gone. Everything.
And y'all, if y'all don't know, vintage dresses are very expensive, but not even expensive. They have a pass to them. They're nice, and even the wigs.
Yeah.
I tell you, whoever took them, shame on y'all. That's terrible.
I knew once I had, I knew I was going to need that stuff right away in Vegas. So that's why I left it in Ohio. And what me and Mary Wilson had discussed was, well, she had, a little bit of extra room in her house that I could put my stuff in. So I was gonna, once I got situated, I was gonna ship everything
Back
to
where you
Vegas
was at. Mm-hmm.
and to keep it at her house. And yeah, that never happened, all because one, she passed away,
Mm-hmm.
and two, when she passed away, I was contemplating on if I was going to stay or if I was going to just go back. So I kind of just told my cousin, don't worry about it, just leave them there. Once I figure out what I'm going to do,
You'll
I'll
come
let
back
you
and
know.
have them shipped. Yeah.
But it was never a problem. But
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. So now you got to start all over again.
yeah, but I also will say this: it's just stuff.
Yeah, that is true. That is
So
true. It is.
it's not like I can't, restock back up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just now that I know, I need to keep track of my stuff.
Most definitely, because you can't leave them with any and everyone or even people that you think you can trust, because sometimes you can't trust the people that you think you can.
Yeah, and
And
I mean, and anything can happen. Like I said, I'm
yeah.
not saying that they, sold them or anything like that.
Yeah.
They were in the process of moving. 'Cause I told you my aunt passed away before
Yes,
Mary.
you did tell me that.
So they're in the process of moving everything out of her house, and that's where all my stuff was at my aunt's house. So
Oh, okay.
I
You never
can't
know what
say
can
that.
happen.
Yeah, somebody could have, mistakenly thought that was a garbage box or something. I don't know. I don't know what happened. They don't know either. So, I'm not
Oh no,
upset.
you can't be upset. You can be like bothered, but not upset over it.
Yeah.
Now, another question is, are you going to, I see you a lot like in the Mary Wilson type of Diana Ross, Florence Ballard area. Now, are you going to step out of that and come into something different? Like into something we have never seen you before in? Far as like the wigs, the makeup, the dresses, the pants, the show, is it something? Who else would you dress
Well,
after?
I wouldn't say who. I would just say more of, it just depends on like the vibe. Like, for example, like I said, I'm doing a hip hop event or whatever, or a hip hop night. So I'd have to go, dress with the theme.
Oh, yes.
So it more so just depends on whatever the theme of whatever I'm doing is, or if I'm doing a photo shoot. I actually have set up one. So once I get back to Vegas, I have a few photo shoots actually. Because one of the things I want to get into is doing pageants. And
That'd be really good.
I'm like, well, why not? Why not? So with that, you'll have to have multiple different looks and the photo shoot.
You just can't come on one certain thing. So you already got a portfolio already? Do you got a portfolio already of different
professional photos? No, but the photos I've done myself, yes. But
yes. Now that one photo that I like, the one that was in the blue with the shimmering, that was beautiful.
Thank you. That was actually, that was so that was just a black and white photo that I just edited.
That one, I'm telling you, that
black and white,
number one
color.
Yeah, well, that should be the number one picture in the portfolio, number one, because that was beautiful. The way that blue, to me, you look really good in blue. It just comes out with your color. I think it's
actually, that's actually my favorite color is royal blue.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that is. It was pretty. I really like that. So, and all the things that has transpired, losing your aunt, meeting Mary Wilson, working with Mary Wilson, and then her passing and everything. Do you see yourself like in acting, like in some movies or some television show? Where do you see yourself going? I mean, come on, I see you over there just about to bust. Tell us what do you want to do? How far you want to go?
I will say this: I'm not going to limit myself to anything.
That's
just one thing, whatever. I want to, whatever comes my way. If someone says, hey, I want to, make an appearance in a movie that I'm doing or I'm associated with. Okay. That's why I said pageants. I said, why not? I mean, why not try it? Going to Vegas was the first time I ever took a leap of faith and just said, I'm going to just do whatever, whatever. I'm going to do whatever and see how it goes. Of course, it didn't go completely well.
Mm-hmm.
So, this time around, everything I wanted to do last year, I'm going to do this year. And hopefully, this is, like I said, successful this time. And like I said, with that, do more of just whatever. I said, whatever comes, if someone says, I want you to do this, or, I think this will be good for you.
Mm-hmm.
If it sounds right, it sounds like something I would want to do or what I want to see myself doing, I would do it.
Well,
but yes, I definitely would love to be on TV. Working on my nerves and working on being nervous and, well, not being nervous and working on, getting more comfortable with myself and all that. Yeah. I definitely want to do that.
Well, that's good. I do. I like watching movies too. And I think that, we need to see you on more things. To me, I see it seems like, you come out, but then you kind of, bar yourself back in. You got to let it be free. Just go with it, go with the flow, and just be who you are. You tell everybody else, because I've heard you, even, we've had several interviews, and you tell everybody else, oh, you just got to be who you are. Push yourself. Mm-hmm. You got to be, and let it go on who you are. Of course, hiding it, just because you can do it. You just nervous. You can't always please people. You got to please yourself. And when they see that you're confident and you know what you can do, it's endless success. It's endless success, because then it doesn't matter about the audience. Right. You're focusing on you. And like you said a while ago, when you went to Vegas, you just jumped out there. You know if you was going to swim or sink, but you did it. And there had to be some scary moments, some exciting moments, some just like, woo, moments out there, but you did. And now that you did that, you're moving back. So evidently there had to be some good things out there that really caught your eye.
No, it was. And being back there earlier this month made me, last month, made me realize, this is where I want to be. Driving around and the sun is shining. You wake up, the sun's shining. I'm like, you woke up this morning. I didn't even want to get out of bed because it's just gray and gloomy.
Yeah.
You get up and people, everyone I've ran into has been nice and welcoming, and everyone seems to, although everybody has their motives, or if whether they're good or bad, but everybody seems to want to be helpful. And wants to be, I guess, I don't know. Everybody seems friendly, I guess you could say.
Yeah. And then too, when you go to a bigger state, everybody's busy. So they did not just like laying around, not doing anything. They're on the move. So that makes you like, hey, give me energy I want to be on the move.
Right. It's like, hey, that's definitely what I was thinking too. It's like everyone was doing something. Everybody I've met is doing something.
Yes, always.
Everyone
never sleeps.
No, a few people were telling me like, we left the club, because one of the drag queens was telling me, she's like, we left the club and we ended up not going to sleep last night until like maybe 7 a.m. But I remember when I was out there, I would do that. I would, get up at 11 at night, go out all night, and when I come back home until the sun was coming up, sleep, and then do it all over again.
Well, Nicholas, if people ask, what is your age?
23. Lord, I don't know why I had to think about that.
See, y'all, he's 23, so he can do that. Us older people getting 40s or whatever can't do that. We come back and just pass out and don't wake back up until early afternoons or whatever. But I'm just joking. It's still fun though, to get out there. It doesn't matter how old you get. And in the entertainment business, you have, even in life, you have to take chances on everything that you do, even if it's acting, singing, getting dressed, cooking, whatever your passion or hobbies is, you got to just pull full force. Now, me, here I am. Last time y'all saw me, I had on bright orange, and burnt orange is my favorite color. Then I went to a royal blue with gold flakes. Now I'm at the yellow. So my deal of it is, I like to color coordinate. You cannot wear a suit that's blue, but you have on some white heels and your purses are green. And so when I see how, you did your drag queen performance and every other drag queen, even anybody that's out there, I see that's doing it professionally, that's doing like the dance or shows, pageants. Color coordinating is the key. You can't come out like right now, y'all. He got on this silver with the black accent underneath, the earrings, everything is color coordinated. You can't just come out with that outfit you got on with some bright red lipstick and some hot ruby pink earrings. So that's the main key to me. I think is all in how you do it. Right. If you have passion for it, and not just doing it just, oh, well, I have to. You're doing it because you enjoy it. You enjoy it. So what part of Vegas you're moving? Don't tell the exact location, but what part of Las Vegas, downtown, uptown, outskirts of Vegas you moving?
It will definitely be in Vegas. I actually haven't secured an apartment just yet. I'm still in the process of figuring out what apartment I want, but I do have one. I can't remember exactly what location it was, but it was a nice apartment in a nice area. I do know that.
Well, that's good, because you never know. You might hear at your door now. It's me. Because I have family in California, in Vegas, actually. And then I have some people that live, I guess they said, in the desert.
That's right. My last trip, I really wanted to go to do a photo shoot in the desert, but I didn't make it out there. But I definitely wanted to do that.
Oh, okay. And then I did see on the deal, how was it with at Queen Turner's what was that, masquerade?
Yes, that was my first time to Los Angeles. So
yeah, how was it though? Was it exciting?
Yes, that was fun. Like I said, it was little things like that made me realize, like, this is what I want to do. I want to network and I want to become a socialite. Yeah. Network and get to know these different people who, host different events. If not host my own events, invite people to, parties. Yeah. It was packed. And I remember because I think I paid $40 for the ticket to the party, and it was a lot of people there. And it was an outdoor party in somebody's backyard. It was a mansion. It was a mansion, but it was in the backyard of whatever. Everything set up in the backyard. They had 2 bars. One bar was in the house. They had a food vendor there, and you bought food or whatever. It was a lot of fun.
Now, was a ticket covering everything?
The ticket will just cover your entry. You had to buy your own drinks, and you had to buy food. Now that was a thing of its own.
Yeah, but it still looked good though. I thought it was real wonderful, especially all the colors, that it was color coordinating still.
Yeah, it was black and white, and what I loved, everybody showed up in the theme color. You get, you have I wanted to have an all black party. And there's people asking me, well, can I wear,
no,
black and white, or black and red, or no, black. Wear all black. I don't care what color shoes or jewelry you wear, but wear all black.
Yeah, that I think, and that's crazy. That is crazy. Well, I keep asking, I keep telling you, it's a black deal, a black event, or a purple event or a white event. Stick to the deal. Don't try to add your own little colors onto it. And I think, as me being a podcaster, at first it was kind of new. I wanted to do the podcasting, but now, and it's good because I was like, at first they had this audio. They can't see my face.
Mhm.
But then I'm like,
Right.
I'm a talker. Let's go ahead and get this YouTube channel going. And that's how I see you are. You bring in the light. You're trying to help everybody else out. But my advice is just be who you are. Worry about the bigger things when it comes to it. And when you get to Vegas, oh my God, I can't wait to see how far you go in Vegas and to see the shows you're going to do and just go with it. I mean, go with it. Now, I would like to know, and the viewers do too. I know y'all do, listeners. Are we going to stick with the short wigs? Or are we going to come down with the longer wigs, the different colorful wigs, the ombre wigs?
You're gonna see everything. I'm actually have a few colorful wigs in my cart. There was this one wig that I saw. Okay, so you know how, like, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like, like diamonds or whatever, when they hit like a light and like it reflects off of something, like you see like this rainbow on the wall, or something like shiny. It's like a rainbow on the wall. There was a wig that was like that, and it was all blue, but it had like the orange, yellow, and red in it. And I forgot what it was called, but it was like called like a reflective
wig
something. But that was one of the wigs I had. So it was short. It's about like right here. It's a straight bob, but I like that one. There was a few of them, but yeah, no. This is my, I guess, say, typical aura.
Okay.
And then you will see more with in between. But this is what you would expect.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like black wigs. As y'all know, my hair is not black. I got the blonde and the brown and all that into it. And I like color. I like color. To me, I think a person of my skin tone is not good with a jet black wig. But you still rock it though. Let me tell you, you rock. I like, even though you just with the little bang.
Well, even this isn't jet black. This is brown black.
Is it? Oh, okay. It look like a jet black to me. Brown black. That's different. I had never seen you in a different color wig. So I didn't know if it was like, now with this new hip hop deal, are y'all coming now? Are you gonna have a colorful wig there, or is it maybe?
I don't know. I honestly, you'll have to see.
Wait and see. See, y'all, this is suspense. And I'm a teacher, and I can't throw no shade. So what else is going on with you, Nicholas? What else been happening? How's the job going? And how's just life, basically?
I will say everything is good. Everything is, there's honestly nothing I can say is bad. I mean, of course, I personally don't want to work, as far as the jobs, work for anyone else, but until I make it, in order to survive, I have to, suck it up. But the job is good. I'm actually thinking about picking up a second job until I actually leave. Just to have a little bit more extra money until I go.
Yes.
But everything's really good.
Now I know Vegas is anywhere out of state is expensive on cost of living. Now, are you trying to get like a little studio where it's open concept? Are you trying to get like 1, 2, 3 bedrooms?
The apartment I found is a 2-bedroom. Also, I'll have a roommate, but the apartment is a 2-bedroom, and it's about maybe 15 a month. So it'll be between 13 and 15. I can't remember exactly, because there was
2 people.
There was 2. There was 2 that the last apartment that I had looked at that I really liked. There was 2 different apartments. They had one that was renovated, and I had one that was not renovated. So she said, once you get here, you can come look at which one you want and go from there. But that's why the price was different. But it is in the thousands. I mean, the 1-bedrooms, studios are about 800 to 900. But I thought to me, it made more sense to roommate with someone and pay $600, if we split the rent, pay 600-700. And, instead of going to a 1-bedroom and paying,
Paying the whole full price yourself.
right.
Wow. So down there, is the traffic really busy? I mean, do you really need a car down there in Vegas? Because I know they got like trolleys and or taxis or Ubers down there a lot.
No, you don't really need one. When I was out there last year, I didn't have one, but I do have a car, so I will have one when I go out there. I'm trying to figure out how to get it out there, because that's a 2-day drive. So I don't know if I'll be doing a 2-day drive or just shipping the car, but that's why I'm trying to get the second job, or get some money coming in to figure out what I'm going to do.
I don't think you kind of need to drive, because you get to see the scenery instead of being in a plane and looking down. And me, I'm claustrophobic and I'm afraid of heights, so I would not fly. So I would have to take the 2-day drive, because I'm not flying. No, I don't care how many beers I drink. I'm not flying.
Yeah, no, I don't mind. I was nervous to fly, but honestly, it wasn't that bad once I got in there. And I picked the flights that I know it's not gonna be crowded. I know there's certain times when the airport's gonna be crowded when it's not gonna be crowded, and that's usually around it's usually crowded during the day.
Yeah.
So I usually pick like late night flights or like early morning flights.
So it won't be so crowded.
So it won't be so crowded.
Oh, wow.
Which means the plane won't be as crowded either.
I don't think it doesn't even matter to me. The plane's crowded, and I'm just no. I mean, because once you on that plane and the door locks, you can't get off. You can't, it can't open the door. And what if the pilot has had a bad day or had an argument with his wife and he wants to take it out on everybody? Then what? No, I'd have to drive and just see the trees and the scenery while going to California. Because I don't know. I couldn't do it. And I just don't understand, but I just don't like the deal. But I just am excited just to hear of the great things you got going and how far you're willing to go, and that you are going no matter, regardless of any situation, that you getting ready to come out your shell, and you're going to let it just wherever it takes you.
You definitely will see more Dominique towards the summer. So from, towards the summer, I can't give you the exact date, but like I said, you'll see more Dominique towards the summer.
Okay, so what type of Dominique will we see during the summer? Because in the summertime, it's gonna be sweating hot, okay? And it ain't gonna be all the eyelashes, yes, but base and concealing and all that, ain't you gonna be hot? Do you got some short sets? Or does she got some short sets?
We just want to see, because I've never been to a summer, and I never had a summer in Vegas, so I don't know how hot it gets or how my body will react to that.
Well, I don't think it's real hot. I've been thinking like most like how you get out there and you get to meeting people, and then you go to parties, and then the beach parties, and then you got the bonfire parties. So I didn't know, if you, I don't know. Well, like you said, we're just gonna leave it to the imagination. Just wait until the time comes.
It's more of a thing of it's how I feel. Because if I'm not comfortable, I'm not gonna do it. And I have to be comfortable. Because like you said, I don't want my makeup sweating or everything running. Yeah. So it might be like a nighttime thing, but like I said, you'll see more of Dominique doing more through the summer. So I have more shows actually I'm in discussion with towards the summer.
And like I said, I hope you let the teacher know beforehand, so we can get the interviews going in the summertime to see the new Dominique in her summer wardrobe, and seeing what kind of wardrobe and accessories that she's going to wear for the summertime. And like I said, and I tell everybody, that just be yourself. That's all you got to be. Go out there and just woo them, because you've already got it in place. You got your goals, you got a list on from 1 to 10, 1 to 20, where you want to start, and you keep going. Yes, we're going to have our down moments. Yes, we're going to, well, this didn't go the way it planned or whatever, but as long as you brush yourself up and keep going, you'll be okay.
Right.
You'll be fine. And so, but before we get off, let us know how the store is going online.
Oh, I would like the store. What store? But yeah, no, yeah, it's I'm where I'm at right now is I haven't bought any new inventory. Like I said, I eventually not gonna move. And seeing how much stuff I have now, I'm like, yeah, I can't buy anything else and keep the store going. One, I don't have the sales to keep, new stuff coming in or whatever, which is also why I want to go to Vegas and promote myself,
Yes,
a little bit further. And so, like I said, you'll see more and hear about more towards the summer.
Yeah. And like I said, when you get out there, your sales will go up, and then your profit will go up. I've never been to Ohio, so I don't know the population, but going to a bigger state as California that has like off branches just running crazy, it'll go up more high, especially when you go out there and people see you sporting your own material. Oh, I like that. That's.
There was one night I went out to the club. Well, I went back to the club to look at the pictures that they took of me. And one of the drag queens, she's like, "Where'd you get that outfit from?" And I was like, "It's from my boutique." Like, "Oh, well, check your website out." So yeah, no, I definitely think once I get, like I said, my goal is to get out there and start and network. So I think once I get more acquainted with more people, more sales and things like that will come about.
Well, y'all heard it first from the tea teacher, and don't be surprised if y'all see Dominique walking down the red carpet, okay, in her fashions and everything, but she better not forget about us small people that has helped her along her way. So Dominique / Nicholas, Styles by Styles, is there anything that you would like to say to our listeners this evening?
Well, before we go, I guess I could say, you're never a supreme without your lashes. So make sure you have your lashes on.
Hey,
which pretty much
heard.
means
Yes.
Never let your enemy see you slipping.
She went from Mary Wilson to Nicholas. She said, without your lashes, you're not supreme. And Nicholas said, don't ever let these heifers see you slipping. And now you heard from the tea teacher, okay? Go check him out on Instagram. Y'all, go check him out on his boutique, Styles by Styles. Show him some love, support. Glad that you came on. I can't wait to see Dominique in the summertime, to see what fabulous outfits that she is wearing, what kind of hairstyle she got going on. And maybe this time I can see her nails popping off.
Yes. Now, see, I don't. I wasn't. I told you I was gonna get dressed up. I wasn't going to go through everything now. But like I said, you'll definitely see, because by summertime I'll be doing more, so I'll be having to be in drag a lot more.
Oh yeah. That's
most definitely. You'll see more by the summertime.
Most definitely. And then too, then we can see the color coordination with the nails and how long that she likes her nails to be and what type of
I like, claws. Yeah.
Oh wow, y'all. Her nails.
I gotta learn how to use them. But
that's the key. She's gonna be typing with her knuckles on the cell phone. Can't put on the pantyhose with the long nails. You're gonna have to, like that just to get the pantyhose up. But I am so excited that we got this interview, and I cannot wait to talk to you again, interview again with your hair pinned down.
Oh my goodness. You know what? Next time I'm gonna wear a flat wig. That's next time.
It is always a pleasure talking to you, Nicholas, getting
You
this
also.
good old tea and can't wait and everything. So y'all heard the best from the Tea Teacher. Go check it out. It's going to be on Spotify. It's going to be on the Tea Teacher YouTube channel and Good Morning with Anika. So it will be even on Facebook and Instagram. Go check it out. So I shall say, from my love to yours, from my heart to yours, my love will never change. We will always be the same.